Hi guys, good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook Live. I'm Kwon. Don't forget, before we get started, you can always watch this later on your own time throughout the day just by going to our InForum YouTube channel. You can find us on your favorite podcast platform, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and then you can also visit inforum.com/podcasts and then click on the InForum Minute. I think I have that memorized at this point, so just letting you know. All right. Let's talk about Grand Forks students. Some of those students are going to get lucky. They're going to be let out of class early today again. So Viking, Wilder, Lewis and Clark, Valley and Twining students, they're going to be dismissed at noon both today and tomorrow once again because of no working AC. We told you guys about that yesterday on First News as well. Temperatures, we know, as Lydia has been forecasting, expected to reach mid-80s today, and all after-school activities are also going to be canceled again today. And then on Thursday, Twining will also not be holding any early childhood special ed classes. Thursday being tomorrow. My days are off. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know early dismissal days for some of those Grand Forks students has now been extended. Also, pointing ahead today, we know that an East Grand Forks man who admitted to killing a Grand Forks mother is going to be sentenced for murder along with a robbery that he had committed the night before. So this is talking about Ahmed Abdullahi, 27-year-old. He shot and killed 28-year-old Megan Gustafson inside her home. While neighbors showed some detective surveillance video that did link him to a robbery just hours before that incident. So the plea deal Abdullahi agreed to does call for him to serve at least 35 years in prison. He could also be facing deportation. Now, also today, jury selection is going to be continuing in the murder trial of a Fargo man, but we learned cameras are not going to be allowed inside in the case of Arthur Kollie. So he's accused of strangling and stabbing 14-year-old Jupiter Paulson during a random 30-minute attack right behind Party City in Fargo last summer. And we learned that potential jurors are going to be questioned one by one, and Collie's defense attorney actually made that request because of intense media coverage. So attorneys are going to be questioning about 50 potential jurors. If convicted, Kollie does face life in prison. So I wanted to let you guys know, point ahead to some things happening today. Now let's get to this whole Moorhead incident. We learned about this overnight, but we do know that right now police in Moorhead are looking for someone who they say robbed a liquor store while holding a worker at gunpoint. So we know that this happened at the Bottle Shop in Moorhead, right off of First Avenue North. It's right by Junkyard Brewing, and this all happened just before 8 last night. So this person pointed a gun at a worker, asked for money. We also know that the worker did give that person money. We don't know how much. And then that man took off on a bike. Good thing is, employee wasn't hurt, but here's who you should be on the lookout for this morning. The man is described as 5'8", pretty skinny build, and he was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt with dark pants and a black medical mask. And we know that he was riding either a blue or a silver bike, so if you have any information, remember to just always contact Red River Regional Dispatch. And yeah, we will definitely be following that for you. We'll let you know if that person gets caught. Also, we are tracking 2 separate vandalism incidents involving a really well-known white supremacist website. So the first one actually happened at the International Market Plaza in Fargo, and a worker says that someone spray painted the website, the Patriot Front's website, over its murals on the side of their building, and this all happened overnight. So the owner is actually a refugee, and that person says the murals were a part of a community project, which actually costed them thousands of dollars. He has since then filed a police report, but just less than a mile away, we know that people living in the Woodrow apartments woke up to some flyers on their windshields, and it also referenced the Patriot Front. And those flyers have words about fighting to keep the country and a link, again, to the Patriot Front website, which has references to white European-based supremacy. Really scary stuff, actually. So we're gonna keep tracking these for you because we know, and we have talked, I just was thinking about this right before this Facebook Live, so hang with me for a second. I looked through the archives and I realized that this whole Patriot Front sticker thing we've been reporting about for like 2 years, because I remember doing a live shot right outside of NDSU talking about that, how they were placed all over campus there, and then it spread to MSUM, and now we're just hearing more and more about it. So this has quickly, in the gosh, in the course of 2 years has turned into a community-wide issue, because it started from our local universities and then kind of spread throughout campus, so, or communities. So, yeah, just kind of interesting to be thinking about. We'll definitely look more into that for sure. Okay, we could find out as soon as tomorrow, if an independent candidate for the U.S. House out of North Dakota and former Miss America could be on November's ballot. So we know Cara Mund needed about 1,000 signatures to get on the ballot, and she says she got about 2,600 signatures by the time she turned that in. And Secretary of State Al Jager's office is now going to be reviewing those signatures, of course, just to make sure those signatures are all valid. And this all comes after, as we told you yesterday on First News, Democratic candidate Mark Haugen did drop out of the race over the weekend, and he cited political pressure from other Democratic leaders. Well, the pro-life Democrat says that the other Democratic leaders thought, you know, it might give Cara Mund, who is pro-choice, a better chance at beating Republican incumbent Kelly Armstrong. So we'll definitely follow up on that for you and let you know if her signatures are valid and if they're enough to get her on the November ballot. Okay, wanted to let you know about some major road closures starting today in West Fargo. So the first one is going to be on 7th Avenue Northeast all the way to city limits. And that's going to be closed at different times as crews make fixes to the asphalt. Now, the other closure is going to be happening right from 9th Street Northwest, from Main Avenue West to Drain 21 for some asphalt repairs. It's going to be closed section by section, and both projects are expected to be done by September 19th. Okay, let's talk more on a national level of things. We know that the new updated COVID boosters could be in North Dakota and Minnesota as soon as this week. North Dakota's Department of Health is saying that it's ordered nearly 20,000 doses of those new boosters, which will go across 100 healthcare providers by late this week or early next week. Minnesota, the governor is saying that Moorhead is actually one of the cities where those boosters will go to right away. And right now we're just trying to figure out how many doses Moorhead will get, but kind of cool, I guess, in a sense that Moorhead is one of the prioritized cities for those boosters. So we will for sure definitely let you know when those boosters get to our region. But if you are looking for any sort of vaccine providers, if that's something that you've been struggling to find, go to our website. We have so many resources for you and so many different links that you can click on to find a vaccine near you. All right, police in Minneapolis are looking for a person who vandalized an Islamic center there. So we learned that this person broke into the mosque on Sunday, damaged several doors, and stole donations. So a Muslim civil rights and advocacy group says that it's estimating about $50,000 in damages and losses. So if you are looking for a picture of the person that they are looking for, you can also just go to our website, InForum.com. If I had a computer right now handy, I would totally show you that, but I don't, so I apologize. But yeah, InForum.com, you can find a picture of the person that they're looking for in this case. We also know right now, this is kind of urgent actually, you might want to listen to this, millions of masks used with sleep apnea machines are being recalled right now. We're talking about like 17 million masks. So it's the Philips Respironics, and they're recalling those masks that are used with their CPAP and BiPAP machines. So the FDA says that magnets actually that connect and hold those mask components in place can affect implanted metallic medical devices like brain stents, aneurysm clips, and pacemakers. So something to be thinking about for anyone who you might know with those metal devices. We know that at least 14 people were seriously hurt because of it. So here are the affected masks: the Dream Wisp, the Dream Wear, Amara View, Wisp, and Wisp Youth. If you know anyone with sleep apnea and they use masks like these, you might want to let them know about it, or maybe that's you. Definitely something to be aware of today. The FDA says you can use these products as long as you don't have any implanted metal objects inside your body. So just wanted to throw that warning out there for you guys. Also, we know Apple is expected to show off its new iPhone 14 lineup today. So this is for all the Apple fans out there who are very much looking forward to the annual keynote event every single year that's happening today. So company right now is teasing this event with a far out tag, which is leading people to believe that the focus of these iPhones are camera upgrades for nighttime or long distance photography. Now we do know for a fact that iPhone 14 is expected to be a little bit bigger and a little bit slimmer and more expensive. Scott, I don't know what you're talking about. And the event is going to be live streamed at noon on Apple's website if you are interested in tuning into their event. So, wanted to let you know. All right, Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, InForum.com. Today is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, which means he's going to have Dick Bremer on, the voice of the twins. Lydia's about to go live here pretty soon, I think, so we might catch her during her cut-in. But anyway, yeah, that's when she starts talking, I'm going to need to shut up because she obviously needs to do her thing. But yeah, so Dick Bremer should be on, voice of the twins, on Hot Mic today, 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, InForum.com. Not sure what else Dom is going to be talking about today, but I'm sure he always has plenty you got to think about.
Wind is light this morning, lots of calm wind readings showing up. If you do have a number, a lot of them are in the single digits. Fergus Falls, the exception, sitting at 10 miles per hour right now. So not all that breezy, but that wind is making its shift around from the northeast to the east, eventually to more of a south-southeasterly direction. It'll be a little bit breezy today, 10 to 20, gusting about 25 to maybe 30 miles per hour. Not a crazy windy day, but you'll notice that air movement. That helps bring our temperatures up into the 80s by this afternoon.
Voila!
All done.
Everyone gets a little forecast in their day as well. Okay. All right, let's get back to it, guys. So make sure you just go join Dom on his show, Hot Mic, 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, InForum.com. InForum.com, wanted to share this with you. Thought it was interesting. And we talked about this on First News this morning as well. Here's the headline. Fargo Park Board approves one-time inflation bonus for employees. It's a $2,000 one-time bonus. We talked about eligibility for that. So lots of details on that article right now just by going to our website, InForum.com. All right. Speaking of, don't forget for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all access pass to InForum.com. All you have to do is go on InForum.com/subscribe to get that deal. I was just thinking about like how many times through these Facebook Lives I've said InForum.com or InForum. Like how many times? I don't know, I'm curious. All right, guys. That's all I have for you today on this Wednesday. But of course, we got you covered at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and then we're back tomorrow morning from 5 to 7. I'll be out live at YWCA's Chocolate Fantasy, so that should be really fun, and you should come join us for that. All right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Bye.